The Historical Society acquired a couple of years ago collection of actually a collection of negatives, like 6,000 negatives, taken by a man named Joseph Mickey, J.B. Mickey, who had moved to town here from Humboldt about 1930, and he took photographs of everything. So these pictures are all almost all new to us, and and it's exciting because you can't really look through them. You just wait till it's scanned, and then there it is on the screen.
It was pretty amazing. Deb Barker, who is the executive director of the Franklin County Historic Society, is the president of our County Visitors Bureau. And at a meeting, she let me know she had some great photos to share. And after we looked at the photos and we were looking at the timeline, it was amazing. We had no idea that it was a cinema that long ago. And Christy Lee from the Visitors Bureau emailed me and said, hey, I think we're older than you think. There's a Guinness Book of World Records that we're right in the game with. And we all started to laugh because we just didn't think that this was the truth. This seems so amazing that we could be the oldest operating theater in the world. And Ottawa, being in the middle of a rural town, in the middle of the Midwest, wouldn't be thought of as a very progressive place. But we were very progressive, and the collection of photographs proves it.
We know that in 1905, there was a carnival here in town on Main Street. Very, very controversial whether or not to put a carnival in the middle of town. And it included two different movies in tents. One was about a great train robbery, and one was about a great bank robbery. That seems to have been the theme. And we have a photograph, amazingly, of the tent in which they showed the great train robbery, which was right around the corner here on East 2nd Street. And you can see in the photograph that the tent is called a kinodrome movie theater, I guess, and that it was showing the great train robbery, 1905. At the same time, in 1905, we have records that a man named Fred Beeler started a regular movie show in this building, the Pickerel building, and there were also offices in this building, so it was just a little part of it was the movie theater. By 1907, we have a named theater here. It's called the Bijou, jewel in French, and it was a jewel according to the editor of the Ottawa Guardian, which was the prohibitionist paper that was printed in this building in another little office. And he watched the development of it and gave it all kinds of free publicity, talking about what wonderful, enriching, culturally significant films were being shown, or what a wonderful job that they were doing when they had children's matinees. Within 2 years, it's called the Crystal. And even then, the building still has offices in it upstairs. The first movie theater was also upstairs. Then it was behind the shops that faced Main Street. So pretty much where we're sitting would have been where the Bijou was, and the early Crystal. At a certain point, the Crystal gets remodeled. The building gets remodeled, and the Crystal moves to the front. And then you start seeing signs for the Crystal on the facade of the building. And things go well. They remodel it after the fire. They have an electric fountain in the lobby. And things proceed into the 30s, and at a certain point it gets at the Art Deco remodel that it has still today, and becomes called the Plaza.
Well, we have now discovered we have a significant artifact that is right in the center of our Main Street, right in our county seat. And we have something that people will travel to see, and people would like to know the story of. And it's really exciting because it's just been exciting unraveling it with the research. The only way that can happen is if we all believe and that we all get excited about this jewel we have in the center of our community.